Just look at this figure.
Ooh.
You got something that belongs to me. I came by to get it.
Why is Jimmy... You can park your anger outside the door, but please do come in, Mr. Buchanan. You've met my lovely Desdemona.
We met at the medicine show.
Desdemona has some business to attend to in the next room. We'll have plenty of time later for a visit. Mr. Buchanan, do sit down.
Mr. Jones, I have no intention of visiting with you now or later. You just give me my property, I'll be on my way.
Mr. Buchanan, I had no intention, if you can believe this, of keeping your little invention.
Why'd you take it from the boy?
Well, that's elementary, my dear Mr. Buchanan. If I kept your property, you would have to pay me a visit. You see, I have a theory that your little friend was in on the diabolical plot from the very beginning.
Plot? What plot?
Oh, come now, Mr. Buchanan. You're not going to pretend that you didn't set this meeting up.
All right, you got me. I admit it. I also admit that you're a lot smarter than I thought you were.
Never underestimate the power of the Lord or the cleverness of a con man. And seeing as how you are an extreme con man yourself, I'm sure you understand what I mean.
You think I am a con man?
Sure as I'm sitting here. I pointed you out as an extraordinarily clever man from the very beginning, but what I can't understand is why you would be living in this godforsaken place.
I'm just a pilgrim passing through.
Oh, well, surely a man who could invent such a miracle figuring machine could say something better about himself.
No, that's about it.
Well, what gave you the idea? How did you make it work?
Modern technology, style 1988.
Yes, 1988. Your little friend told me that you were from the future.
My little friend wasn't lying. I have a lot of valuable and very good items, expensive items. That little calculator is just one of them.
Well, Mr. Buchanan, if you want, you can share any secrets with me you might hold.
Mr. Jones, what I have just told you is the most valuable secret of all. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention it to anyone.
You're not going to give up that story, are you? But I'm afraid without any proof, I can't believe you.
Did the dust settle?
Well, it didn't quite have a chance to. You see, Cassie took it out with her when she stormed out of here.
Oh, sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, well, it's not your fault.
Well, I know. I don't know. I'm sorry that you two are having problems.
Yeah, Melinda, I am too. You know, I figured when I made her a partner here that she'd learn to be objective about our clients. But I'm afraid she hasn't learned anything. I mean, she's still so damn trusting about people.
John, come on. Do you really think that she's in trouble?
Yeah, you're damn right I do. And I plan on protecting Cassie, whether she likes it or not. What? What was that about, huh? Come on, tell me.
Are you really trying to protect Cassie? Or are you trying to protect yourself?
Myself? Come on. I love the girl, Melinda. I'm trying to keep her from getting hurt.
Rob is not going to hurt her. practically saved my life. I lived with him. I spoke with him hours and hours and hours. He cared for me. Rob is not dangerous.
I hope you're right.
John, I think you should just drop this whole thing before it gets out of hand.
Melinda, I have to follow my instincts. My instincts tell me to go after him.
Well, my instincts tell me that you should be very careful. Because if you push this, it just might backfire. You might end up being the one who gets hurt.
Hi there.
Cassie, what a terrific surprise. You look great.
Thank you, thanks.
Well, sit down, sit down. Can I get you anything?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
So, how is the newest partner in Russell and Carlson doing?
Pretty good, I guess.
Uh-oh. You didn't bring me any bad news about the case, did you?
No, I have no news for you about the case. At least nothing you don't already know. I'm sorry.
Then this is really a social visit?
Yes, this is really a social visit. So, how's the club going?
Well, it's jammed Fridays and Saturday nights. Not so jammed during the weekend, but we're getting there.
We?
The club.
You do own the club by yourself, right?
Me and the bank.
What were those drinks we used to get with the little umbrellas in them?
Mai Tais.
Mai Tai, your tie.
Do you want one? I'm sure they're still serving.
Yeah, sure.
Rob, could we get a couple of Mai Tais with the little umbrellas in them?
Certainly.
Thanks.
What put you in such a nostalgic mood?
A lot of things, I guess. I've been really busy, and I feel like we really haven't had a chance to talk and really catch up with our past.
Unless we get locked in a wine cellar.
Well, we caught up in the wine cellar, but you didn't really talk too much about your stay in Europe.
Not much to say about it, really.
Rob, I was only in Vienna a couple months, and when I got back, I talked about it nonstop.
Well, you were lucky. You had fun.
You didn't?
The period after our divorce was awful for me. But there's no sense in depressing you about it now.
Well, what did you do? I mean, where did you go? You must have met some interesting people.
Not anybody that I wanted to spend any time with.
Rob, why are you being so vague? Why can't you be a little more specific with me?
Okay. The whole time I was in Europe, the only person I thought about was you. You asked for the truth. The truth is, I spent the last few years of my life in a blur trying to forget you. And then I realized that that was impossible. Cass, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
You didn't make me uncomfortable.
Well, then would you put this down and look at me? I'm not going to tell you I was happy about our divorce.
I wasn't too happy about it either.
But it's what you wanted. And I gave you what you wanted. But I didn't try to hide my feelings for you.
Well, you did a pretty good job of it when you came back to Landview.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because I'm a little bit older, a little wiser, and I've learned how to cover up my feelings, and not wear them on my sleeve. There's something else that I've learned. I've learned to live with the fact that I will always care about you more than you care about me.
Rob, we were really young, and I was very confused when I divorced you.
And now that you're older and wiser?
I'm older, but I am still very confused about my feelings for you. Rob, you're staring.
Well, I'm just seeing if you look a little older. Well, maybe just a little bit. But you know, you're more beautiful than the first day I met you. I'll guarantee you that.
these lights. They're flattering. Very flattering.
Flight 303 to Tucson is now ready for boarding at gate 6.
I was so afraid that I would miss you.
Well, you didn't have to tear yourself away from your designs to say goodbye to me.
Damn it, Steve, I hate seeing you this way. Darling, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I should have told you everything from the beginning. I should have trusted in you.
Flight 303 to Tucson is boarding at gate 6.
Is that your flight?
Yeah, but there's always another one.
No, I want you to take this one. Because I'm going with you. Back to the ranch, if that's all right with you.
All right. Oh, my God, I don't believe it.
There's so much I have to say to you. There's so much we have to both say to you.
My darling, you don't know how happy you just made me. Come on. Hello? 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 Hello, 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 hello. Nope, 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 nope.
Hey, Cord.
Max.
How you doing? The Flagro still here?
Yeah, he's upstairs sleeping, third bedroom on the left.
Yeah, he needs his rest.
Yeah, he does. Hey, you know, Tina gave me a play-by-play of what happened in that convent. I think it's a miracle that you two got out of there alive, let alone got out with my son.
Oh, a few minor obstacles.
Oh, yeah, like some crazy man chasing you with a sword.
No sweat, nothing I couldn't handle.
Just like the Argentinian jungle, right?
You're right.
Listen, I don't know how I'm supposed to thank you for risking your life to save my son.
Say thank you, Max.
Thank you, Max.
Cord, I want you to know I'm going to be the best stepfather I can be to your son.
Listen, I know that whenever you're with him, you're going to take real good care of him. And Tina, too. Again, thank you.
Mr. Buchanan, what gives me the idea that you are stalling?
Stalling? No, I'm just trying to think of some way to prove to you that I'm from the future. Come here a minute. What's the date today?
March 9th.
Exactly. March 9th. Tomorrow there's going to be a blizzard in New York City, the likes of which have never been seen on the eastern seaboard. The blizzard of March 10th, 1888. Well, you're not going to find it in the newspaper. Took the city completely by surprise.
According to the San Francisco prognosticator, New York's weather is going to be balmy all spring.
San Francisco. You just check with your telegraph office tomorrow. You'll find proof of it yourself. Good day, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Buchanan, say you are from the future, like you said. If you'd wish to join my organization, we could make quite a bit of change.
And who'd count the change, Mr. Jones?
We both would, of course. So would you give it your consideration?
Why else would I think of joining forces with you, Mr. Jones? Why else?
Well, is he from the future?
We'll soon find out. He says there's going to be a blizzard in New York tomorrow.
You know, Julius, do you think there's a chance he could really be telling the truth?
Doesn't really matter. One way or the other, we'll make good use of him.
I'll get right back to work, but first, two very important details. First this, then are we alone?
Yes, we are. Dad left for WVLE and Mom's out shopping. Why?
This is the other important detail. Check it out.
The Woodglen Apartments?
Look at this.
10 minutes from
Look
town.
at this. Large, sunny bedrooms, some with patios. Rent we can deal on. We can afford this. Let's move in.
I'm not used to taking no for an answer, Miss Gordon. That's why I had to see you face to face.
Mr. Donakos, it's not that I'm not tempted. My work has been dedicated to helping people just like your daughter.
Then why hesitate? If it's a matter of money...
No, believe me, your offer is more than generous. I know that Landview is not a Greek island, but it has become home to me.
It's a man, then, is that it?
No, I did not say that. It's just that I need a little more time here to investigate some things before I decide whether or not to leave Landview, perhaps forever.
Clint, do you think that Mr. Julius Caesar Jones is convinced you're a man of the future?
Well, that little calculator got his attention, but I think he still needs some more convincing before he's going to completely believe in my special powers.
You got another trick up your sleeve?
Yes, and hooking Mr. Julius Caesar Jones is just a part of it. He tricked your dad into selling him that land that belongs to the town. And now Mr. Randolph Lord doesn't have any reason to come into town.
And then Miss Jenny won't fall in love.
You got it. And my whole future depends on Miss Jenny Fletcher and Mr. Randolph Lord getting together. So I got to find some way for Mr. Lord to come to town.
Hey, Clint. This telegram came for you while I was at the general store.
Oh, that was fast. Thanks, May.
Hey, do you expect anything? What?
Yeah, I sent Mr. Lord my own telegram yesterday, urging him not to cancel his travel plans. This must be his reply. Mr. Buchanan, the railroad deal is off. Stop. No reason to come to Buchanan City. Stop. Randolph Lord.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in.
Oh, Sarah, excuse me. I didn't realize you had company. Sorry, Tina. Come on in. I'd like you to meet Mr. Homer Donakos. Mr. Donakos, this is Tina Roberts.
Miss Gordon was telling me the good news about your baby. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, but I couldn't help but overhear some of Sarah's good news here. I hear you offered her a job.
Well, I am considering Mr. Donakos' offer.
If you're her friend, I hope you'll convince her to accept. This is my number while I'm in Landview. I promise will make your life and your work everything you want it to be. Goodbye,
Thank
Miss
you.
Gordon.
I'll be in touch with you.
Mrs. Roberts?
Bye-bye. Huh. What a charming man. Well, how did you happen to meet the famous Homer Donakos?
Well, he heard about my work with the blind, and he's asked me to work with his daughter.
Oh, Sarah, that is wonderful. That's the chance of a lifetime. But he said you hadn't said yes yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Why? Are you holding out for more money, perhaps?
No, it's nothing like that.
It's Asa, right?
Asa?
Well, we know how he feels about family. I'm sure he asked you to stay for Vicky and the children.
No, actually, it was Cord.
Cord?
Well, he cares about the family just as much as Asa. And when he heard about Mr. Donakos' offer, he asked me to stay.
Oh, well, I'm sure he was thinking about Vicky and the children, too. But, you know, you have to think about yourself, Sarah. I mean, what a wonderful opportunity to start a whole new life in the Greek Isles, working for the daughter of one of the richest men on earth.
Tina, I'm a fairly simple person. What really matters to me is my work and my friends.
Well, that's what's really great. I mean, you're single, you don't have kids, so you can travel anywhere and make friends everywhere you go.
Well, there's a lot to consider before I make up my mind. I'm just really relieved that he didn't bring his daughter with him. I know it would be a lot harder for me to say no after I'd already met her.
Sarah, you said you had a met. Hey, Tina, I thought for sure you'd be sleeping half the day away.
Are you kidding, Cord? How could I sleep when all I want to do is look at our little baby and hold him? I can't even believe he's real. Look, I want you to come upstairs with me and watch this funny little thing he does with his toes.
Oh, no, Kitty, I want to see that. But, Sarah, you said you had something for me.
Yeah, I do. Last night, the Press Photographers Association awarded their Certificate of Merit to Mr. Cordero Rodriguez.
Are you kidding me?
It says for highest achievement, and I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. Neither can I.
I don't believe this. I mean, I thought it was an honor just to be nominated, but to win, I never dreamed.
You know, actually, I think it was a good thing that you decided to stay here last night with your son. Gave me the chance to go to Philadelphia and accept the award for you and tell everyone how brilliant and terrific you really are. Congratulations, Clay.
Thanks.
It sounds very nice.
Very nice, Marilyn. This is the apartment that we've always dreamed about.
I'm not saying it isn't. I just didn't think you'd find something so fast.
Wait. Are you backing out on the... You want to live with me still, don't you?
Yes, of course I do. It's just that I thought we'd have time to look around and figure out exactly where and when we want to move.
We figured it out. This is the apartment we want to move, and I want to move now, and so did you. Unless someone has been trying to change your mind, like your father.
Wait, I make my own decisions.
Yeah, but you listen to what he says, and you also listen to his decisions.
Okay. He has not made a secret of how he feels about us living together.
He'll come around.
But until he does, there's going to be hell to pay on the day we move in.
If he gives you a hard time, I'll just be there for you. But you got to remember, you're a big girl now, and you can follow through on your own decisions.
You're right. I'm sorry. I do want to see the apartment whenever you say the word.
The word. Listen, I've got a lunch break at noon. I'm going to come and pick you up then, okay?
Okay.
So you start thinking about drapes and furniture and dishes. See you later.
I'll be here.
Well, Clint, I don't know what you expected. Papa sold that land to the Western Rails, and Mr. Lord just lost out. That's all.
He's not the only one.
Well, what do you mean by that?
What he means is that we think Western Rail Company is a complete scam. Mr. Julius Caesar Jones is a confidence man. He is not a railroad tycoon.
Well, why would he pay Papa $1,000 for a crummy old piece of land up north out of town then?
Well, that's a good question. But I'm pretty doggone sure that somehow, one way or another, he plans to make some money from it.
Oh, I remember when this place was a peaceful, quiet town. I tell you, it's going to be like New York City before long, without the snow.
Snow?
Oh, yeah, when I was in the general store, everybody was talking about this big snowstorm that's come, this blizzard up east. And Will Simmons says that they have never seen anything like that ever. Now, you see, we have a lot to be grateful for if all we have to worry about is just one little old con man, right? Now, I want you to come on outside with me. I got some things I got to show you need to do, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Buddy, wait a minute. You know that little trick we were talking about? The one that I needed to have come off before we could get Mr. Jones to believe I'm a man from the future? Well, I think it may be falling into place.
Well, how's that?
Well, you are sitting on the lap of a man who predicted the blizzard of 1888. Yeah. Mr. Jones is probably dumbfounded right about this time by my powers of prediction. Might be time for me to pay him a return visit. What do you think?
I agree with you all the way. But what do you say I come too?
No, I want you to get me my tape recorder. And then I'll show you how modern technology completely unravels an old-fashioned swindler. Come.
Amazing. Incredible. They'll be digging Fifth Avenue out for weeks.
It's just like he predicted, Julius, yesterday. Springtime in New York, today a blizzard.
And he really is from the future. Oh, I'm not quite ready to buy Mr. Buchanan's whole story, Duncan. But there's no doubt about it. Mr. Clint Buchanan does have certain power.
The question is, how can we take advantage of it?
Ah, my sweet Desdemona, always cutting to the heart of the matter. But it takes a confidence man to win over a confidence man. I'll do a little bargaining, a little fast patter, and pretty soon we'll have Mr. Clint Buchanan working for us.
What if he'd rather work solo?
Well, I'll just have to change his mind.